Welcome virtual friends to the Virtual Moose channel and happy holidays. Meta have kicked off the celebrations early with some massive discounts on a huge variety of games on the Quest Game Store. I've gone through the entire list of discounted apps, and in this video we'll be going through my top picks for the best deals, kicking things off with the Walking Dead bundle. You can pick up both The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners and its sequel, The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners Retribution, at a massive 50% off for just $20. And considering that the second game is also on sale for $24, I'm not really sure why you wouldn't just go for the bundle pack. If, like me, you've already got one of the games, it does say here that you will get a further discount off of the bundle, so it is still worth picking up if you're looking in to own both of the games. Next on the list is Red Matter 2, which is 46% off at only $16. Red Matter 2 is a game that has been highly praised for its stunning visuals, with many people comparing the graphics on the Quest to PC VR. If you're into a story-driven adventure game set in space with some puzzle-solving elements and incredible graphics, this is definitely a must-buy. The game has also received enhancements for the Quest 3 that make it even more visually impressive, with much sharper textures and improved shadows. So if you are on the Quest 3, this is a really compelling buy. Another sequel on the list, Moss Book 2, is 45% off, now costing only $11. This action-adventure game has 5-star reviews and sees you guiding the young hero Quill through a dangerous land where you will complete challenging puzzles and defeat merciless enemies along the way. Moss Book 2 has some of the best reviews I've seen on the Quest Game Store, so if you're into this unique style of game, I would definitely check this one out. Coming up next is a game that needs no introduction. Resident Evil 4 is a classic game that has been ported into the world of VR. You can now grab it at 40% off for just $24, and honestly, this is one that I have been actually meaning to pick up myself. If you're a fan of the Resident Evil series and of VR, this is a must-play. It's received positive reviews from most, with the main complaint that I've seen being that it hasn't had any updated graphics for the Quest 3, as well as the fact that it's a ported game that wasn't made exclusively for VR, so there are some elements that break immersion a little bit. On the other hand, it is a fully fleshed out game with a ton of content and non-stop action, and one that I'm looking forward to trying out myself. The next pick is a great option for those of you looking for more to do in mixed reality. Espire 2 is currently 40% off, coming in at $18. This game has both VR and mixed reality or MR modes that will have you sneaking around your real-life environment to complete missions like a secret agent, hiding behind cover, taking out enemies, and even using your microphone to perform voice commands like telling enemies to drop their weapons. While it might not be for everyone, it certainly is a cool concept. Just make sure you have enough real-life space to play in if you're getting it to use in mixed reality mode. Our next game is Hubris, which has also received a heavy 40% discount, now priced at $18. Hubris is a sci-fi action-adventure game where you're roaming an alien planet with stunning visuals and environments on a mission to recover a missing agent. While it has received some criticism, with some saying that the story and gameplay are lacking, it is also widely considered to be one of the best-looking games available on the Quest, besides Red Matter 2. It has also received a Quest 3 upgrade, which many have said make it even more stunning to look at. Nearing the end of the list, we have Into the Radius, at 36% off, costing just $19. Into the Radius is an action survival game with some horror elements that has achieved an almost cult-like following. It has mostly 5-star reviews on the Quest Game Store, and many would say it's a must-have for anyone who is a fan of highly detailed survival games. Going beyond just scavenging for supplies, this game will have you taking apart and cleaning your guns in order to maintain their working order, as well as being able to actually play chords on your guitar. While it is next level in terms of immersion, just make sure that you do have the time and patience to invest in it, otherwise you won't see yourself progressing very far. Last but certainly not least, we have Assassin's Creed Nexus, which is now 20% off, coming in a little bit pricier than the other games on this list at $32. This is understandable, however, considering the game is still very new, and I believe this is the first real discount that it's actually seen. As the highly anticipated introduction of the popular franchise into the VR world, it has so far been met with mostly positive reviews. Many have said that the experience of performing death-defying parkour stunts and performing stealth kills with your hidden wrist blades is on another level of satisfaction in VR. And yeah, I can see why. If you are one of the many people looking to pick this up to play over the holidays, now is your chance. Otherwise, you could probably wait for a bigger discount at some point in the future. And finally, just as an honorable mention, I'll personally be picking up Robo Recall, which is 36% off at $19. Now, this is a game that I've had my eye on for a while now, and although it's quite an old game at this point, I think it's like 7 years old, it seems to have stood the test of time as a fun arcade-like shooter where you kind of just blast and tear apart robots as you make your way through the city. It honestly just looks like a ton of fun, with great voice lines and a sense of humor that's perfect for just jumping into when you want to shoot things and have a laugh in VR. So that is it for my top picks of holiday discounted games. I would, however, just highly recommend checking out the full list yourselves to see what gaps you can fill in your library. There are just so many discounted games on the store that I'm sure you'll find something to pick up over the holidays. Leave a comment letting me know what you're most excited to finally get your hands on, and make sure that you are subscribed for more VR content. I'm really trying to grow my little channel, so any and all support is much appreciated. Catch you guys in the next one.